Hi again, YouTube. If the name hasn't taken effect yet, you notice instead of using my full name, I changed the channel to Buyer Forestry, Welding, and Other Stuff. The other stuff means snowmobile repairs. I bought a bunch of them, and if you look back in the videos, I bought a bunch of them that need repairs. Did a video on primarily just that, what they need. Too many project sleds or snowmobiles, I think is the title. I'll put that in the item description. Yeah, item description, video description. On that, I'll be working on doing welding up of a buzz saw that I got to make it fit my needs. Be eventually getting into a welding art. But before that, I'll be doing a lot of sawmilling to make my own lumber for future construction projects, as it takes time to dry the lumber and get the concrete work done and all that other stuff. And I'll be doing videos on the construction process, from the grading of the ground to get it flat to putting down the gravel base, having the concrete poured, and putting up the first walls, everything. So the channel is going to be a little bit different now that I'll be getting into more involved projects instead of just cutting down trees and testing chainsaws. Now I'm going to be moving on to a more focused direction. Now that I got the preliminary stuff out of the way, I'll be doing construction projects a little slowly. We're talking a years-long process. So, and I'll be taking you along to show you my successes and failures. Failures mainly because I'm learning so much, especially when it comes to snowmobile repairs. And I'll share all the info I've learned along the way, little tips that I picked up from people on like sawmilling and other projects. So it's going to be a little different than what I've been doing, but not too different. The rest of the time, if I'm not sawmilling or working on the woods, explaining why I'm doing what I'm doing, or giving updates, I'll just be doing little short videos on the ins and outs of what I've been doing, working on the land and stuff. I may not always be showing the action shots, but I'll give before and after shots of the video clips of progress made on the land. So other than that, that's it. And I have adjustments for the tool giveaway. I got access to all my subscribers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the people that commented on the Facebook post on my Buyer Forestry, Welding, and Other Stuff page. I keep the names the same, so it makes it easier to follow. And I'll pick one from there and 9 from my subscribers list to get a list of 10 once I hit the 200 mark. And then by the end of the contest, when it hits April 6th, if depending on the number of subscribers, 200 subscribers, there's going to be 1 prize given away. 500, I'll be giving away 2. And if I manage to hit 1,000, I'm going to be giving away 3 prizes. I'll pay for it out of my own pocket. I don't have the ad revenue. The YouTube rules change, so those are the changes to the contest. And I'll be sending a message via YouTube. If you don't respond within 7 days for an address to send it to, if you're chosen as the winner, and I'll write the names down on paper, draw them out, and if you don't respond, well, I'm gonna keep those 10 names in the pool. So if you don't respond within 7 days of the notification of the day that I send out the notification, they'll be sent out the same time as this video, as the video of the drawing comes out. and the other names will be kept in the pot. And someone doesn't respond, that person doesn't respond. If there's one person, well, it goes to, I'll draw another name, and then that person has the chance to get it. If there are 3 prizes, well, if you lose out on the big one, I'm going to change it up to the person who would have gotten second prize gets first prize. So you could lose out by not responding and lose out on, say, a $200 tool. Well, that second place person is going to be really excited because they went from, like, say, a $70 tool to a $200 tool. So, that's the consequences of not responding. So those are, and you don't have to be subscribed to be in the contest, but your chances are much greater of being selected if you're on the subscriber list. And if I happen to get to, right now I have less 200 subscribers. I don't expect to get much above 200 after this of subscription subscriber and Facebook contest. So, and the whole goal is to eventually get to the point where I could be getting the ad revenue back. I'm going to be giving away a lot of it in mainly a lot of local giveaways. Once I get big enough, I'll maybe expand it to statewide or regional. I'll have to see how it goes. It depends on how much revenue I get once I get back up to 1,000 subscribers. To meet the YouTube standards now, I have to have 1,000 subscribers. I have the number of hours viewed on my channel, so I'm good there. I just need to get to 1,000 subscribers to get to the ad revenue, which will take over the cost of the giveaways. That I don't have to give it out of pocket. Everything will come from YouTube ad revenue. And if, say, I give away, only get enough YouTube revenue to do one giveaway a year, that's all I'm going to do. If I have enough to where I could give away something every 3 months and maybe have a big grand prize at the end of the year, like a yearly giveaway or something, I'll do that. It just depends on how much revenue it gets, and that sums up the plans for the next couple of years for this channel. And like, comment, and subscribe if you have suggestions on what things you'd like to see. I appreciate that. If you want to have details on like how to do the specific parts of snowmobile repairs, because I'm going to be tearing down several engines, so I'm sure I'll get everything covered on the air-cooled engines. I don't have liquid-cooled ones to tear down and redo. I'm going to be redoing at least 2 air-cooled engines, probably 3. So we'll be getting a lot of good info on that. And when I get the logs in a month or so, I'll be getting a lot of sawmilling videos in, so we got that covered. And more of the welding stuff towards winter, once I get a concrete down in the garage built, or at least the small beginner shop, maybe like a 12 by 20 or something on concrete, something where I could weld and not set my woods on fire. Because last spring I made a few sparks in my welder in the generator. I went in to make a phone call. I started smelling smoke. That quickly, I had 2 square feet of grass burned, and it was going under the cabin shed. I almost lost everything, because if I couldn't have gotten it out right then and there, I would have lost everything I owned. Which wasn't much, but it would have literally been everything. Because everything I had owned at the time was in a cabin shed, so I'll be covering fire safety, in the woods too. When I get to that point, there'll be probably in specific videos, or I could do a specific video on that, which I might do, because it's getting to that point now in the spring where you could have extreme fire danger, even though everything is still wet, but everything is dead and not greened up yet. So I might do a specific one on that. But anything else, comment below on things you'd like to see or want to know a lot more detail on. mainly video by video, and just ask questions. That's the only way I'm going to improve this channel, is if you keep asking me questions, or I didn't cover something just right, or you have a better way of doing things, let me know. That's the only way any of us are going to learn, is if we learn from each other. You give tips how to improve, maybe get like a better camera angle or something, and say, hey, I'd like to get a little different angle on this to see how you're doing this particular cut, or more information on it. That I can do. I know quite a bit from on how to cut trees down, mainly because I've done a lot of research myself, trying to figure out, the safest ways how to fell a tree, especially trees that are leaning. I touched on that a little bit in a couple of videos ago on that box elder, or turns out it might have been Chinese elm. So, that's all I got for now. And like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure the notifications button is turned on, so you can get notifications of all my videos when they come out. Otherwise, just go into your subscriptions and check my channel name once in a while, because I put out 2 or 3 videos every weekend or every other weekend, to try to get 2 or 3 videos out.